Okay, so let's get right into it. For years, the dream for every YouTuber has been pretty simple: get more views. But what if I told you that whole model is basically a trap? Today, we're going to break down a strategy that completely flips the script on how to actually make money on YouTube. And we're starting with this, just a massive claim, right? The idea that almost every single creator out there is missing out on millions. It sounds a little nuts, but it gets right to the heart of the problem. A huge misunderstanding about where the real value is on YouTube. And trust me, it's not where you think.
It's a totally fair question. I mean, how could so many people be getting it so wrong for so long? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack. And it all comes down to a fundamental shift in thinking. You have to stop being just a content creator and start being a business owner who uses content as a tool.
So to really get the solution, we first have to understand the problem. People call it the ad revenue trap, and it's a model that's just getting riskier and more unpredictable for creators every single day. You know the classic playbook, right? You grind for months, maybe even years, pumping out content, hoping one of them goes viral. And the goal is simple: get a ton of views, and that YouTube's ad system pay you what? Pennies on the dollar for each one? That's the old way. Now here's where it gets really interesting, because this is a direct shot at that old playbook. So why is ad revenue so bad? Well, because it's completely out of your control. I mean, our source talks about having a channel making thousands a month, and then boom, it gets demonetized overnight for no clear reason. And just like that, the income is gone. And this chart just lays it all out perfectly. The ad revenue model, it's a total gamble. It's unstable. You need millions of views, and the risk is sky high. But the community model, well, that's about building something stable, something you actually own, with a much, much more targeted audience. Okay, so if the old way's broken, what's the alternative? It's a concept called the reverse funnel strategy, and it completely changes the job your YouTube channel is supposed to be doing for you. So here's the crucial point. Instead of building a big audience and then scratching your head trying to figure out what to sell them, you do the exact opposite. You build the product first. In this case, we're talking about a paid community. Then, your YouTube channel becomes this super focused marketing engine designed for one thing: to attract the perfect customers for that product. And this is especially powerful for faceless channels. See, people aren't joining because of you. They're joining to solve a specific problem or to get access to specific resources. All the techie stuff is handled for you, so your only job is to create videos that point people straight to your community link. It's so much more efficient. Now, let's look at how this all builds into a powerful, self-sustaining system. Our source calls it the Faceless flywheel, and it's basically the engine that puts this whole reverse funnel strategy into action to generate, get this, a reported $400,000 a month. To really get the flywheel, you have to understand a new metric: RPV, or revenue per view. Forget about CPM, forget about total views. Ad revenue is just a little bonus. The real game is maximizing how much direct income you earn from every single person who watches your video. You're basically tracking what one view is actually worth to your business, not just to YouTube's ad platform. So here's how it works. You start a channel designed for high RPV from day one. You funnel those viewers into a low-cost community. Inside, you build trust, you provide value, and then you can offer more valuable, higher-priced products. And then, this is the magic part, you take a chunk of those profits and reinvest it into starting more channels, which feeds the whole system all over again. It's a cycle that literally fuels its own growth. So that brings up the million-dollar question: what kind of content actually makes this flywheel spin? And this part is key. It is not about creating the next viral hit. It's about something way more strategic. The entire goal just shifts. You're not trying to entertain everybody. You are surgically targeting a specific person who has a specific problem. In fact, our source often makes more money from videos with fewer views because those views are coming from the absolute perfect potential customer. And the formula to attract them is so simple, but it's brilliant. Your video identifies a really specific problem. Then it gives them a piece of the solution, just enough to be valuable and build trust. This shows you know your stuff. But for the full solution, the complete system, they need to join your community. Every single video becomes a perfect, value-driven sales pitch. And this brings it all back to that RPV metric we talked about. 1,000 views from the exact right audience, people who are desperate for the solution you're selling, are infinitely more valuable than 1 million random views from people who are just scrolling by.
It's quality over quantity, but on steroids. So let's talk numbers. What's the actual difference in earning potential between the old way and this new way? This is where the true power of this strategy becomes, well, crystal clear. We're going to look at a single video from our source creator's past. It is the perfect example of the kind of money that's being left on the table. The video got 2.9 million views. I mean, by any traditional metric, that is a massive, massive success. It's the kind of viral hit that every creator dreams of. So here's the bottom line. From those 2.9 million views, the video made $31,000 in ad revenue. Hey, not bad at all, right? But using a super conservative estimate that only 0.1% of viewers would join a $49 a month community, the potential revenue from that exact same video was over $141,000. Just think about that for a second. Over 4.5 times more money from the exact same video, just by changing the call to action from, hey, watch my next video, to, hey, join my community. I mean, what would you even do with that kind of difference? So that leaves us with one final question to think about. As creators, and even as viewers, where should our focus really be? On the fleeting, unpredictable game of chasing viral views? Or on building deep, valuable communities that provide real, sustainable income? Based on everything we've seen today, the future of the entire creator economy might just depend on how we answer that.